Hello and welcome to the Craftsman Show. My name is your host, the Craftsman. Y'all already know I like toys, action figures, accessories, all that stuff. In particular, I like toys from the 1980s. Star Wars, Dino Riders, Adventure People, Max, He-Man, Airman John, this little caveman figure. If I had to say why come it is that I like these old style toys, it would come down to, for me, just the overall COOLNICITY of them. I like the size, the colors, the design, the aspect of them. And personally, I am a big fan of 5 points articulated figures. See that? Not like G.I. Joe. Everybody like G.I. Joe. You know what I'm saying? But to me, these simple joint style right there, it just clicks a button for me. So what if I told y'all that somebody out there today was still making bona fide, real deal, injection molded PVC plastic throwback style customizable figures that's like Adventure Peoples meets Lego? Because that's what I'm telling y'all that it is. Craftsman, you dreaming. Nah, for real. Craftsman, how did you find out about these figures? This man right here.
Hi, I'm Jason Statham.
Jason Statham, aka Adam Crohn. Adam is a toy designer, extremely talented and extremely has a sense of humor.
What? Yeah.
And Adam also like hauling oats. Adam sent me this right there, the Chud Baby. He did this, sculpted it by hand, made the molds for it, did the multicolored resin plastic casting. This probably is the scariest figure in my collection right now, but it's just so well done the way he did this. Look at this. Along with the Chud Baby figure, Adam also sent me some additional figures that kicked off my addiction to this figure line right here. Glyos. In this video, I'm going to be saying a lot of positive things about these figures, but I am not sponsored by them. They are not paying me to do this. You know, I just like to share things with y'all. But when you look into Glyos, it can be really confusing because what it is Glyos is the system. All right, and then you have all these independent toy producers making their own Glyos compatibles. And to me, that's what makes the whole thing crazy, neat, and why come I like it so much. Because it all boils down to the peg system. Check this out. So this figure right here was made by Onell Design. All right. And this one was made by Toy Pizza. Two different producers of these toys, but yet they use the same peg system, the Glyos peg. Here go one called RoboForce, based off the old RoboForce toys from the 1980s. Onell Design does toy releases towards the ends of the month. And you pretty much have to be right there and ready for when it happens because, you know, they figure get snatched up pretty fast. And the other thing I noticed is when you go to their shop, click all items. Boom, boom. See that? Y'all know that one of Craftsman passions is toy collecting, but probably even more so is toy making. And these figures right here inspired me. The design, the style, the straightforwardness of the Glyos peg system. I really like it. Action figures with big time articulations and things like that, you know. It's neat, it's cool, but like I said, this most basic little joint right there, the little swivel, limited dimension, that's just my favorite. And then on top of that, they came up with this little axis joint set right here. You can get these on their website for $3. You could get these on their website for $3. Apparently they just sold out of them. But they probably going to be making some more of these available. So you can take the little joints there right there and add it to any Glyos compatible figure. And they get that full range of motion going. And to me, that's what's real crazy about it, because they do it with basically the same joint. See that? It's just that little swivel, but because they put that little angle up in it, check this out. Rotational freedoms. If you get to looking for Glyos compatible figures, you're going to find several websites. All right. A couple of their websites remind me of when I was on the internet in the 1990s. I still, don't have the fastest internet out here in the woods. So to me, I appreciate how the sites low down. So these figures are made out of PVC injection molded, so real deal, like you would make a real toy. So they're going to be as tough as any action figure that you have. And when I'm sitting here playing with these things, I got to noticing sometimes these pegs feel so snug that you think you're going to tear one off. And that has not happened for me yet. So I've been real impressed by that. And speak of snuggativity, the arm, the legs, the head, accessories, they don't just fall out. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing that inspired me, because as an aspiring toy designer, I tend to rely on depth and friction for my hand cast figures. But that's another reason the Glyos peg system appeals to me, is because it's posable and secure, but at the same time, you could just pop a limb out without having to crack open the figure torso, like if you're trying to modify a Star Wars figure. And you can tell that they are fans of Fisher-Price Adventure people. Look at the color scheme right there. See that? I like it. And talking about color schemes, that's one of the big things I want to point out to y'all. That could be an inspiration to my viewers who might be designing your own toys and doing toy lines and things. Because watch this right there. This little character called the Faden. Faden. Am I saying that right? Faden. But look at this. This all the same exact figure. Came from the same mold, all that. Just by changing the color alone, changed the whole dramatic of the figure. And that also makes one figure more sought after than the other. So I went crazy, got me a buku elite figures, and I've just been, trying to build me a little army here. But which ones of these are my favorite? You might be asking. The very first one that I was really drawn to is the Zolan. Look at that body style right there. I mean, come on, look at the. Each one of these come with a set of different heads. See that? But to be honest with y'all, this is the one I like right there. The little alien head. But look at the color difference between that, where they'll change that figure, how much difference they can look just by the color. Then I seen this Armivore, and I'm thinking that might be my favorite one. I don't know. I really like the Zolan, I really like the Armivore. Big time. And apparently everybody else favorite one too, because they sell out these things so quick on their website. And to me, that's the fun part, is just to be checking their website all the time, just check it every day. Then one morning I got up and seen I just missed they released a little Armivore figure. If you're real serious about trying to get you a particular figure, then you might want to sign up for a service that notifies you when their web page changes. To me, the Glyos figures is somewhere between designer toy mixed with something you can actually play with without breaking toy. I know if this was back in the day and I said, Mama, can I get this $12 figure right here? She would say, for $12, he better come with a spaceship, some plutoniums. So I started buying these figures. I just told my wife, I said, baby, I'm going to do a video about this so that, it can be a business expense. Craftman, you straight up made a whole video about these toys just so you can claim it on your taxes. I mean, I really like these figures though. Look at this. And you can make your own heads, make your own little attachments, parts, accessories, limbs. I made this one out of sculpted, but if you're attaching something to an existing action figure part, probably don't want to use sculpted because you got to bake it. So I would use epoxy sculpt, something like that. Here goes a venture people head. And this kind of neat right here. I didn't even realize this until just recently. You could take the little phaser gun looking accessory thing that comes with the armor bars and then use that for the head. And then the little chest piece pops out. Look at that. Little Glyos peg up there. And then you get to notice in some of these heads reversible head, right? Swap their faces. The point of this whole video is to introduce y'all to a toy line that is made independently and inspired by figures from the 1980s that a lot of us has a fondness to them, but also there lies a tremendous amount of customization, and it's all centered around this one little peg right here. So they took a relatively simple concept and then from that opened up a world of possibilities. And that right there is where the fun begins with the Glyos System. I just want to say thank you to Adam for messing me up with this, introducing me to the Glyos System. I want to say shout out to my friend who does not want to be named, who helped me with all my eBay orders and things. And I want to say thank you to my monthly supporters who directly support me. Help me to buy material, help me to buy, supplies and different things and, toys. Y'all help me buy toys also. It's just strictly for video purposes though, because, it's not like I'm finna go out in the woods and have battles with these toys, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all enjoyed that, and I hope that this have inspired you to go and build some things, play with toys, be creative, exercise your child brain muscles and things like that. I love y'all and keep steady crafting.